$7.50 to pay.
Everybody now.
All right, talking about Fast Five, a movie with everything. It's got action, it's got military scenes in there, it's got romance, it's got comedy, it's got everything but cars.
Yeah. It's got like 80 characters.
It has a safe.
They're talking about making like, I don't know, what about 8 more of these or something. I mean, by the time they get to like that final movie,
it's going to be old ass Vin Diesel racing around on one of those scooters that you see at H-E-B.
Yeah, right. They have literally in this film broken every last law of physics that I am except time travel.
Broken them. They've split them in half and raped every law.
I know. Yeah, Michael Bay is scratching his head right now watching this movie.
Vin Diesel returns as Dominic Toretto, and he's brought everybody back from the previous movies. Now, if you like saying, well, Lucas Black ain't back, that's because they didn't want his ass. He can't act. No, that's not true. In the timeline, he doesn't fit in.
He doesn't come till after.
Yeah, and he's going to need as many people as he can get because he's decided to like take on the biggest, baddest gangster in Rio de Janeiro. So Vin Diesel gets this team of characters together in Rio. You know, these are gangsters that we're dealing with. I mean, they might not kill anybody. They might have a heart of gold, but they are wanted people. So they send the biggest, baddest federal agent that they can send after him, and that's The Rock, who's looking so angry in this movie because he can't touch his dick.
He is so crazy muscle bound. Even when he walks, he has to waddle.
When you're bigger than the truck you're driving, there's a problem with that. You know,
at first I was like, okay, they brought The Rock in just so they could have him and Vin Diesel on screen at the same time, so they could go like, see, it's not the same guys, 2 different guys.
I kept getting worried every time they got close to each other. It's like, no, it's like matter and antimatter. If they touch, the universe will explode.
Well, of course, Vin Diesel can't be back without his boyfriend Paul Walker, who's Brian O'Connor.
You got to have both of them now.
Oh yeah, you got to have both. And then Paul Walker came in this while his boyfriend Tyrese.
Yeah, wow. I can't believe they didn't have a slow motion running across the field scene. For
the rest of the movie, we have Jordana Brewster, who plays Mia. She's
Toretto's sister.
Toretto's sister.
Paul Walker's ex.
Yeah,
who's here mainly to give them a reason to be sentimental.
Yeah, we got Sung Kang in here as Han. Han is from Tokyo Drift, and then you got those 2 guys that talk Spanish the whole movie. Nobody knows their names. Leo Santos. They even bring back Vince, Matt Schultz, a guy who was in the very first one. I was getting punked out.
Toretto watched Ocean's 11 a lot.
Yeah,
he just said like, you know what, guys, I brought you here because you race cars, but instead, let's pull an Ocean's 11 job. Who's with me?
You're coming in expecting to see what you've known this series for. Really cool car chasing scenes or car racing scenes, and this one has that twice at the beginning and at the end. We have to warn you people because it's a heist film. I mean, it's Mission Impossible, right down to it. In fact, I think it's a better Mission Impossible than any of the Mission Impossible movies that we've had, except for the last one.
Well,
I'll tell you why, because this movie did what the Mission Impossible movies didn't do. They brought back a team of people and made it about the team. Now, like, we got to be careful. We can't be seen by too many people. We got to stay undercover. Not only do they steal police cars, but they get to a light and say, you know what? Let's race. Let's rev the engines as loud as we can. Let's cut on the lights and the siren and just make our way down the street.
That was Tyrese. That was Tyrese being an asshole. It's like, dude, what are you doing?
Another issue I had with this film was just that it's been the whole middle of the film, over an hour of the film, setting up the plan.
Sounds personal to me. Is that what this is? I got love for y'all, but personal ain't good business. I can't do this, homie.
So what we're talking about is $100 million.
You say what?
Everything we're talking about, it's been in the other films. Some of these other films have been dumber than this. But one of the things that they had was distraction. There's not enough distraction here. Now, all that said, you got 15 minutes of pretty much Vin Diesel and Paul Walker playing baseball with a big-ass vault with the city of Rio de Janeiro. That last scene, whether you buy it or not, technically, it's amazing. I was looking at this and saying, all right, how much of this is CG and how much of this is real? And again, miraculously, they don't kill anybody. That vault should have had all kind of people stuck to it that they hit, all kind of animals.
How awesome would that have been? That thing was just dripping with gore.
Now, when I got action, I was entertained by it. It's just I wish that there was more. From that standpoint, I guess I got to give it a low matinee.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a matinee because you're right. It's what I wanted, but what I didn't want was all the guys just looking at each other, reminding them that they were in the other movies.
Yeah,
I mean, and I'm just like, I really didn't come here for that.
I'm gonna give it a low matinee, which is the lowest I can give it, and still say yes, you should still go to the theater.
There's too much them sitting around talking and nobody writing good stuff for them to say.
Yeah.
I think I ultimately fall at a high rental.
Okay. You were telling me that they have like
That's what I'm hearing. That's what I've
They
been
had
seeing
3
on the
more
net
planned?
today, that they're already planning out the
Well,
next
I mean,
several.
the next movie's gonna be a prequel. You got Fast 5. This was gonna be Fast and Furious 6-year-olds. At the end of the credits, stick around. You get to see them like on the big wheels rip off an ice cream truck.
Pow, pow, power wheel.